Might be asking yourself, what in the world is TSR Sports doing with this video? Well, it's taking a trip down the yellow brick road this morning, and all I started to think was, Wemby and Sotto and Sarr, oh my. Wemby and Sotto or Sarr, oh my.
Go, Spurs, go, 'cause the Giants stink.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Wemby fans, Sarr fans, Kai Sotto fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, and this is something that just kind of popped in my head earlier today, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to talk about it because occasionally it's fun just to talk about your team and hypothetical things that could happen. Probably not going to happen, but you know, being a little bit fanboy today, I was like, I want to talk about this and get your take. If this could happen, would it work, or would it just absolutely blow up on its face if the Spurs were able to do this, actually have this happen? But let me know in the comments down below. If we had the triple towers, would that be something special? Would this work, or is this like the worst idea ever? Please let me know in the comments down below. Hit the thumbs up if you'd like to support the channel, and subscribe to become part of our awesome and I guess sometimes a little crazy sports community. So let's talk about the three players here. In the middle, Victor Wembanyama, 7'4", 20 years old, probably going to be the rookie of the year, maybe even the defensive player of the year, had a phenomenal first season with our San Antonio Spurs. Over on the left, we have Alexandre Sarr, 7'1", 19 years old, one of the top prospects coming up in this NBA draft. And then we have my man Kai Sotto right above me, 7'3", 21 years old, about to turn 22 soon, and trying to get his way into the NBA. And for this to happen, for all three of these gentlemen to be on the Spurs, a lot would have to happen. We already have Wemby, so check there, 1 out of 3. Alexandre Sarr would need to be drafted by the Spurs next month. And for the Spurs to be able to draft him, they probably would need either the first or second overall pick. I don't see him dropping any further than 3, so it would need to be a top pick. And as time has passed a little bit, and since I've done that lottery guide video, which was about 48 hours ago, I realized, you know, if you said, TSR, you have the first overall pick, who do you want? And while a wing would make sense, and a point guard would make sense, I'm thinking upside, and you know, the little Spurs heart in me is going, Twin Towers 2.0, it's the Eiffel Towers, it's draft Alexandre Sarr. I think I would want Sarr. Wemby would stay at the 5, Sarr would play at the 4 more than likely, and we would have hopefully a Twin Towers 2.0. So I think I would want Sarr. And as far as Kai Sotto, I've been following him for 2 years. I've read that he's going to want to try to get back into the Summer League this year, and the Spurs would need to sign him to the Summer League and then eventually, of course, sign him to a contract either playing with the Austin Spurs or join the main roster. And the Spurs may have some openings with big men on their roster. Charles Bassey has had 2 season-ending injuries. I don't think he's going to be on the roster next year. A lot of people want to get rid of Zach Collins. Spurs might be in that camp too, so that could be another big man off the roster. So they might have some room for some big guys, and we have 3 7-footers right here. What would be fun with this rotation of Sarr, Wemby, and Sotto is we could always have a Twin Towers on the court. When one guy's resting, have 2 men in. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Never mind. Or maybe even at times, if it called for it, we could have the triple towers on the court with Kai at the 5, Alex at the 4, and Wemby at the 3, which I gotta think would give us the tallest front court in NBA history with an average height right around 7'3". This team would give up 0 points in the paint. I can't imagine anybody being able to score, get a dunk, a layup, whatever, unless it's a fast break and they're not around. It'll also be lob city for our guys as our point guard, whoever may that be at the time, just throw the ball up, and one of these guys is going to throw down a thunder dunk of justice. That all being said, this would probably never work in today's NBA. Or would it? I know the game has changed a lot, but could the Spurs pull something like this off and then have the game slowly change again, where you see teams start to want to play 2 7-footers? Probably not, but I can dream, can I? And that's the whole point of being a sports fan too, is dreaming the best things for your team, or dreaming things that you want to see for your team. We got Wemby. I'd like to start his upside, and I've been rooting for Kai to join the NBA and have Kai join my team, our team, the San Antonio Spurs, a team I've been a fan of for over 30 years. To see a guy I've been rooting for the last 2 years that's been working his butt off trying to make his way into the NBA, and then to get on my team would just be icing on the cake. And what better way to develop these guys, to have them playing off each other, but also having the guidance of 2 Spurs legends, David Robinson and Tim Duncan. Not to mention Popovich, who, sure, the window is closing on his NBA coaching career, but he is there for now. Not to mention other Spurs legends like Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. Wemby is an absolute phenom right now. What we've seen him do, maybe it gets to show his few moves to Alexandre Sarr and Kai Sotto. Again, I can dream. This was a video for fun, just to get, I'm sure people are going to come on here and drop in the comments like, you are nuts, this will never happen. I'm aware of that. I am fully aware of that. But this is just the fanboy part of TSR coming out now saying, hey, what if we had all three of these guys? My favorite era of the Spurs is probably the Twin Towers era. It's probably not the best team per se for the Spurs. That's probably going to go to 2014. But as far as favorite time to watch, to see the ascension of Tim Duncan with my man David Robinson still there, and then David Robinson's last year, which had the old and the new, the Twin Towers, plus the big three with David and Timmy. David on his way out to retirement, but retired a champion. And then Manu and Tony starting to, come up with Timmy. I just, there is that part of me as a Spurs fan that just really wants to see the Twin Towers work again, especially in today's modern NBA, where I keep reading or hearing or seeing that won't work. I would love to see the Spurs, to see Wemby and Sarr, bring Kai in there too for the Triple Towers, to prove them wrong. I'm going to dream. I'm going to smile. Not going to happen, more than likely, but I can at least vicariously live through this video, or maybe not vicariously. I'm using that word wrong, but I think you get the drift. That's it. That's all I got. I appreciate y'all for watching. And if this does happen, if somehow, some way, somewhere, all three of these players end up on the Spurs at the same time, wow, that would be something crazy. That's all I got. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you. Until next time, and as always, go Spurs go.
Ready to